2 minutes. That's the gap between the two Weibo posts that just set off one of this summer's biggest C-drama marketing moments, and almost nobody clocked how deliberate that timing actually was. At Rabbit News Hallyu, we spend more time on gaps like this than on the posts themselves, because gaps are where a campaign tells on itself. Here's what happened on the surface. Zhang Linghe posted 52 fire emojis on Weibo, no explanation, just 3 quiet words underneath, lightly glide past, a wink at Wang Churan, the character he plays in the upcoming Republic-era drama This Second Too Much. 2 minutes later, Wang Churan answered with the identical 52 flames and her own coded line, "Su has arrived," pointing at her character, Ren Susu. That's it. No storyline reveal, no clip, no interview. Just fire emojis and a shared joke that only worked if you already knew both character names. Within hours the tag had cleared 100 million views and sat at the top of Weibo's trending list, ahead of the show's July 19th premiere on iQiyi and Tencent Video. Cute, right? 2 co-stars riffing before a release, the kind of playful banter fans eat up. Except spontaneous banter doesn't usually run on a stopwatch. If Wang Churan had genuinely been scrolling, seen Zhang Linghe's post, laughed, and decided to answer in kind, that reply could have landed in 5 minutes, or 40, or the next morning after her manager forwarded her a screenshot. A 2-minute turnaround, on a post built around counting exactly 52 of anything, isn't the rhythm of impulse. It's the rhythm of a shared call sheet. That detail matters more than it looks like it should, because of what the number itself is doing. 52, in Mandarin, sounds like "I love," a fan-favorite numerology trick that turns a meaningless quantity into a coded declaration. Layer in Zhang Linghe's birth number, 71, and some fans read the combination as spelling out "I love Chingy," folding his real identity and his character's name into the same wink. That's 3 layers of encoding stacked into one wordless post, a number that sounds like a phrase that names a character, and a caption that only decodes if you're already fluent in the show's internal mythology. Nothing about that is careless. Every layer had to be planned before either account hit publish. But the 2-minute gap isn't actually the biggest tell here, that's just where this story starts. Look at what surrounded the posts. The production account, brand partners, and both artist studios pushed related hashtags in the same window, which means this wasn't 2 actors freelancing a bit, it was a full release sequence running on a shared clock. That's a meaningfully different story than co-stars are having fun, and it's worth sitting with, because it points to how promotional spontaneity gets manufactured in this industry now. A decade ago, a fire emoji exchange like this would have been read as candid. Today, the more precisely a moment is timed, the more it suggests a studio-level media plan where every account, lead actor, co-lead, official drama page, brand tie-ins, is handed a publish window and a script of exactly what not to say. The absence of any real text from either lead is itself part of the design. No words means no misquote risk, no clip that can be pulled out of context, nothing except a countable emoji that fans get to interpret for free. That's low-risk, high-yield marketing, and it's becoming house style for period dramas trying to cross into international feeds where subtitles always lag a few beats behind the actual conversation. There's an artist-side calculation buried in this too. For a lead stepping into a role as volatile as Wang Churan, described in early coverage as an obsessive, unstable warlord entangled with a woman secretly plotting revenge for her family's massacre, staying silent about the character's darkness before premiere is its own kind of statement. Letting a wordless emoji count carry the promotion, instead of an interview that might force him to explain or soften a morally messy role, keeps Zhang Linghe affectionate and marketable without pulling him into a defense he doesn't need to give days before release. That's a controlled professionalism play as much as a fan service one, and industry watchers have seen the same pattern before whenever a drama's central romance leans into obsession, coercion, or grief rather than anything easily sold as sweet. This kind of minimalist rollout isn't unique to this show, either. Period dramas angling for a crossover audience outside China have increasingly leaned on wordless, puzzle-style posts instead of traditional trailers, precisely because a countable emoji travels across language barriers in a way a 2-minute dialogue clip never will. A subtitle can lag behind the conversation. A number can't. That's part of why a studio would choose fire emojis over a proper teaser this close to launch. The format itself is built for a fanbase that spans a dozen languages and doesn't wait for official translations before it starts reacting. Fans, for their part, ran exactly where the campaign wanted them to. Comment sections filled up with people literally counting the flame emojis to check the math, cross-referencing birth numbers, and producing their own fire-themed fan edits and wallpapers, a second wave of free promotion the studio never had to pay for. That's the loop this kind of minimalist, code-based post is built to trigger. Hand people a puzzle instead of an announcement, and they'll do your distribution work for you, arguing in your replies about what a hashtag means instead of scrolling past it. It also functions as a cheap gauge of fandom temperature. Engagement here tells a studio how much real appetite exists before it commits a bigger marketing budget to the push that usually lands right before premiere day. Which brings the 2-minute gap back around, now carrying its full weight. Once you see the shared clock, the numerology stack, and the total absence of real information in either post, the spontaneous chemistry framing collapses into something closer to a jointly executed activation, two individual accounts functioning, for one carefully synced moment, as a single publishing entity. That's not a knock on either actor. It's a data point about where C-drama promotion is heading, toward moments engineered to feel accidental, because accidental is exactly what performs best with international audiences who've grown wary of anything that reads as an obvious ad. That shift lines up with everything else swirling around this release. A forehead kiss scene between the two leads, shared under its own hashtag, has been circulating separately, with one entertainment blogger framing it as tears and tenderness colliding in the same frame, a fittingly bruised version of romance for two characters whose bond is built on betrayal as much as devotion. A separate scene, reportedly ending with a bitten, bleeding lip during a moment of forced intimacy, has been feeding the same love under duress branding the marketing team appears to want attached to this show. None of these clips exist in isolation. They're all doing the same job the 52 Flames were doing, turning ambiguous, morally complicated material into shareable fragments a global audience can debate without needing the full historical or narrative context first. The reported numbers back up how well it's working. Pre-registration climbed by several million within a single day, and separate booking counts across both streaming platforms have pushed into the millions ahead of the July 19th launch, strong enough that trade coverage has already floated this as a case study in low-cost, high-yield marketing. That's a notable gap between input and output, 2 posts, 0 production spend beyond an emoji keyboard, and a measurable jump in a metric that platforms actually use to justify a bigger promotional push in the show's second week. Whether that momentum holds once the actual episodes air, rather than 60 seconds of coordinated flame emojis, is the part no marketing calendar can guarantee. Timing a post is easy. Timing an audience's patience for a genuinely dark, revenge-driven romance across a full season is a different problem entirely, and that's usually where campaigns like this either pay off or quietly stall once viewers reach the parts of the story that can't be summarized in 52 emojis. None of this means the chemistry between Zhang Linghe and Wang Churan is fake, or that fans were fooled into caring about something hollow. It just means the industry has gotten better at building the illusion of an unscripted moment out of very scripted parts, and a 2-minute gap between 2 posts is sometimes the only fingerprint that survives the process. If anything, that precision is a compliment to how well both artists' teams understand their audience. They know a countable number will travel further than a paragraph ever could. The next time a spontaneous celebrity moment goes viral in under an hour, the timestamp is worth a second look before the hashtag is. If you like entertainment stories that go past the headline, the kind that catch the quiet signal most coverage skips right over, Rabbit News Hallyu is built exactly for that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just news.